Hi everybody, it's Julianne Lee from Adored Beast Apothecary, and I'm going to talk to you today about pre and probiotics. It's a buzzword for sure, and I'm kind of getting known a little bit about being the one to talk to or ask about gut health. It's a pretty important topic, and I believe that there aren't a lot of us, including dogs, people, horses, cows, whatever you want to look at, walking around with very healthy guts. There's lots of different components to gut health, but a big one is probiotics. It's a funny subject for me to talk about because in 2006 I used to write for the Vancouver Sun, and I had a weekly column called The Adored Beast, and I wrote about probiotics and the benefit of probiotics for your dog. And I was actually made by the Vet Association to retract it because there was no known proof that probiotics help dogs. So here we are in 2017 and has come a long way about talking about guts and poop and pre and probiotics and so on and so forth. So I'm not going to spend a ton of time on it other than to say how important gut health is, which is how your dog actually digests his food and gets his nutrients, but it's also about 70% of his immune system. An unhealthy gut is often either starts or it works into the overgrowth of bad bacteria. So probiotics are good bacteria, they're friendly bacteria, and you think, how can that happen? But it's gut flora. It's the bacteria that actually helps to digest. It actually helps to kill the bad bacteria that creates disease and infection. So what we want to do is we want to make sure that your dog's gut or your cat's gut has as much healthy flora as possible. So after a while using probiotics, what I came to realize is that they are actually they're a live little colony in sort of their own right. And with the amount of probiotics that we're giving, I started seeing that I didn't feel that they were working to the capacity that you would want to see, because you see, probiotics with 1 million CFUs. That's called colony forming units. And think of that word as colony forming units. So what you really want to do is you want to create a colony. You want to set these little guys up in the gut so that they want to live there and procreate and create more and set up shop and set up their, pioneer village and just live there and stay there to continue to create health in the gut. But I wasn't really seeing that, even with huge amounts of colony forming units, from 1 million to 1 billion to 30 billion to 60 billion to 100 billion. I wasn't feeling like I was seeing it. So I started doing more research, and what I found is that these little guys, they want some friends, right? So I call their friends prebiotics. How you can look at that is if you think of planting tomatoes, and you have your soil and you have your pot, and you think of a healthy gut looking like this really rich soil that you're going to put that tomato plant in, and there's tons of tomatoes that are going to be born, and you're going to have an amazing harvest of these tomatoes. The other pot is an unhealthy gut. It's like planting a tomato plant in sand. You're not going to get a very healthy plant. You're not going to get a lot of tomatoes. It's a similar idea. If you just take probiotics and you plant them in a really unhealthy gut or this yucky soil, you're not going to get the colony forming units that you're really wanting. So the prebiotics is, you could look at as the fertilizer, as the healthier soil, it gives the ability to the probiotics to set up shop, to want to live there and create and procreate. So it's really important, from my opinion, that there's a really good prebiotic and a really good probiotic, so that your gut has the utmost chance to create this healthy environment that the pre and the probiotics form. And the other thing that you want to look at is strain. So sometimes you'll see one strain, sometimes you'll see two strains. The best probiotic, in my opinion, is one with multiple strains, because there's multiple different forming bad bacteria, some that form staphylococcus, some that form things that are more related to skin, some that form diseases that are more related to the bladder or to the gut or to the brain. So you want to try and have as many strains of bacteria, probiotic bacteria, as you can find, and make sure you couple that with a really, really good prebiotic, and hopefully you'll have lots of stuff going on in your dog's and your cat's gut, and they'll be good to go as far as their immune system, their absorption, and a healthy life.